Alaikum assalam.
How are you doing today?
Alhamdulillah, very well.
How was it? How was it doing all the assignments, all the homework that your trainers have been giving you? How did it go? I've seen some videos. I was trying to catch up with your videos, you know, how busy it is during the first 10 days of Muharram, but I saw some videos. Well done for those who submitted. I'm sure Tessa will give you very good feedback, well-structured feedback, inshallah, to each and everyone. For now, we will start as usual with a very small activity that will take us to our session, and to be able to do this, let's see first.
We cannot hear you properly.
Yes, not clear.
I think
internet.
cutting signal.
Okay. Do you hear me, everyone? Because I feel my voice is lagging, so I'm not sure if you hear me properly.
Not properly.
No,
Hearing you,
no?
but not properly.
Not
No.
properly.
Really? I'm sorry, just give me a second. Let me check again.
Cut.
Maybe I'll rejoin, I think would be better. Or what about now? Is it clear?
Now it's smooth, clear.
Okay. Okay, I've just changed the network, so I hope that this one would be better.
It's super.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, touch wood.
Okay, so I'll start sharing my screen with you now. Okay. Are you able to see it? Or not yet? Not yet. Start. Now? Do you see it?
No.
Not yet? I don't know what's the issue. Okay. What about now?
Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
You
Okay. Now I'm part of 21st century. Thanks God. Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
So what we're going to do is we are going to have a memory game. And this memory game usually is good whether you are studying language, whether you are having a break because you have a long day, so you can play it even with your kids, with your staff, with anyone. But I'll play it with you today, and then it will lead us to our main point of the class. So let's start. Not moving again. Okay. So what I'm going to show you, I'll show you a picture with different random items, and I'll time you. For the first picture, I'll give you only 15 seconds, 15 seconds, okay? What you need to do is to remember as many items as you can from the picture. You don't need to write, you don't need to do anything. This is only to activate your brain, okay? Because we are having something related. So again, I repeat, I'm timing you, 15 seconds only. I want you to see the first picture, and then I'll ask you about the items. So 3, 2, 1, And here is the first picture.
Okay.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your time is up. Okay, now, what did you see?
Airplane.
Okay, an airplane, there was one. What else?
A football, a basketball, and American football.
Okay, good.
Scooter, flag, food.
Uh,
Oh no, food, vegetable.
you have to be specific. This is a good memory and vocabulary game.
Bible.
Yes,
carrot.
Ali?
Bible.
What else? What else?
Watermelon.
Money.
Let's have, I think would be better if we have one by one. Yes, Ali?
Money. A key. A
Okay.
car.
Yes, thank you, Ali. Fatma?
Candle, parrots, ice cream,
good.
flower, car, color, bone,
Wow.
tomato.
Well done, Fatma. Let's hear from Shihab. What could you remember? What could you catch from?
Corn, tomato, pork, that's all.
Okay, thank you. Well done. What about you, Al-Anud?
Hi. Airplane, gift, glass,
Okay.
car, football, watch,
Okay.
sandwich, bread.
Okay, thank you very much.
Fish.
Let's see if you can remember something more now. And I will give you a picture, but this time there is one small challenge. I want you to remember, but also to give sentences about what you see. Listen carefully. You see what's happening in the picture and give me full sentences, okay? I'll start timing you. You have less timing. I'll give you only 12 seconds and your time starts now.
What is another picture?
Yes, but this time sentences. Time is up. Okay, what did you see in the picture?
All family sitting and
Book,
hall and
animal,
reading box.
boy
Okay.
reading.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
Did you hear what I said? You've got to remember the instructions. You have to use your memory, but give full sentences. You have to describe what you saw.
They all were reading books.
From which photo? From
From the one you
all
saw.
new.
No, the new one.
I saw boy reading. I saw
When you-
animals. I like cat.
Thank you very
boys,
much,
and,
Osama. Thank you very much.
animal, cat.
I was looking.
And
No, Osama.
sorry.
I was looking for a sentence. So a boy was reading. Thank you very much. This is a
Okay.
sentence, not a word. Yes, anyone else?
Ali is reading a book and Fatima playing with the dog.
Very good. Very good. What else? Very good, Osama and Fatma. Anything you saw? Ahmed, anything? Okay, Al-Anud.
The girl is playing.
Okay, excellent. What else, Shihab? Did you see anything that you want to describe?
All the family reading books.
The entire family or the families are reading a book. Ali, one more sentence. Thank you very much. Good. Shihab?
There were a painting on the wall.
Thank you very much. There were some paintings on the wall. Very good. Okay, let's have one more challenging. Let's see how your memory will help you on this. I'll give you more challenging picture with 10 seconds only this time. Again, describe what you see. Okay? 1, 2, 3, and here is the picture. Your time starts now.
What's the picture? Okay.
Three, 2, 1, 0. Tell
Need
me,
sentence
what did you
also?
see? Yes.
Sentence?
Yes, describe what you saw.
I saw room and chaos.
And chaos. So
Chaos, sorry,
chaotic,
chaos.
yes,
Room and
chaotic
chaos.
room. Can
Chaotic
you give
room.
me a synonym? Can you give me a synonym of the word chaotic?
What's the bed not
No, no, no. Does anyone know a synonym of the word chaotic that starts with
Chaotic.
M? A synonym, similar meaning.
I don't know. Some
Anyone else? Anyone else to help us describe it? And instead of saying chaotic, which is right, we have a better word. The place or the room is messy.
chaotic.
M-E-S-S-Y. Come on, guys, you know messy.
Messy?
The player is messy, M-I, and the word is messy, mess. Not ordered, messy, chaotic.
Chaotic.
M
Mess.
yes, E-S-S-Y. Okay, so thank you very much, Osama. The room is messy. What else? What did you see, guys?
Ah, the
There
room.
are
Yes. Yes, Ali, please.
The time was 4 o'clock.
Very good observation. Okay, what else?
The laptop on the bed.
Very good, well done. The laptop was on the bed. Thank you. Anyone else? Fatma, Shihab?
there are a teddy sitting in the chair.
There is a teddy bear sitting on the chair. Very good. This is a poem, by the way. There is a teddy bear sitting on the bear. So you can write poem. Okay, well done, Fatma. Shihab?
I can't clean this bedroom.
Sorry?
I can't clean this bedroom.
Okay, you can't clean this bedroom, but is this descriptive or this is your opinion? You have to be careful. This is why I brought descriptive pictures.
The ground,
You-
not cleaning. The ground not cleaning.
The ground is not, it's messy, it's not organized.
I can't hear properly. I can't hear it properly.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, what about now?
Good.
Okay, so I was saying, if you are asked to describe something, you should only describe without opinions. Description is stating what you see only. So you're telling me about what you see, and what you did was really good. You gave present simple and present continuous. I love that you still remember these rules. The room is messy. This is a fact. So Osama used present simple. However, I loved when one of you, I think Fatma, said the teddy bear sitting on the chair, or the laptop is on the bed. So present simple and present continuous is used for description. Well done, everyone. This is the picture. I think we can describe a lot of stuff here. And let me ask you very quickly. Let me see if I can hear more sentences. What is the bag? You should not take a lot of time. I want to see your observation skill. Where is the bag?
Under the table.
On your
Thank you very
table.
much. I want you to be faster. Where is the chips? Chips
Where
bag.
is
On the cupboard.
Bed.
Very good. Okay. Where is the blue top, blue t-shirt?
On the floor.
on the land, on the ground.
Either on the floor, or next to the chair, or to the left or to the right of the chair. Anyways, you will see how we will connect this later to our lesson. This is very, very effective game that you can play anytime. What happens is our mind after some times keeps going like this. In order to make it activated again, we should use some games like this. Sometimes we should write with our left hands. Sometimes we should walk against the instructions. All this will make our minds active, or our brains active and activated again. Anyways, well done, everyone. We will move forward to your assignment. How did it go? Did you manage to watch a good movie during the weekend?
Well,
Even a 5-minute movie?
Isra,
Okay.
may I ask if they have already watched a movie before that they know and remember very well? Does
Yes,
that apply and they can use it?
They can if they want to. I told them either a movie that you saw before or a movie that they want to see. I don't mind. I have a point why I'm giving them this task, and this is what I want you to conclude after I ask this question. Yes, Ali, would you share your summary of the movie that you want to talk about?
The sound not clear.
Really?
Meaning?
Isra, your voice is breaking in a weird way. It's not like the internet, when the internet is breaking. No, it's the voice breaking. It's like if I have my, sorry, this is my microphone and wires, when they are not attached properly.
Maybe because I'm moving or something. I don't know.
Yes. If you remove this, try directly. Yeah.
I cannot try directly because
Anyway, the picture also, your picture shows that the internet is weak.
I don't know. Maybe there is an issue here in my place because I tried the network. I tried my phone as well, and everything seems okay. But
anyway, it was breaking all the way, Isra, and we could manage. By the way, that's why the students continued until it reached to a place where not understood.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, maybe I can use 2 devices. Let me do this again.
Are you in Muscat, by the way, if I may ask?
I'm in yes, I'm in Muscat, and yeah, this
Mhm.
is okay. Let's see if we can do it in a better way.
Recording in progress.
Okay, what about now?
Excellent.
I'm using my
Excellent.
other device. So what
Yeah,
I'm
there is
going
echo.
to do.
في some
So
echo,
what
yes.
I'm going to do is that I'd be using the sound system on my other device. Give me a second to mute this. Maybe the network.
So everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
How about it now?
It's clear, but the echo because two devices. Maybe you need to
Yes.
mute one of them.
I've already muted one device.
Oh my God! Yes, it's a huge
I've
echo.
already muted one.
So why don't you leave the other one, Isra? Because the
Okay.
second one is good.
How about now?
Oh, okay.
Now?
No, good.
Okay.
Good. Pure.
Okay.
Good, pure. Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do it this way. I'm sorry about this issue today. I'll sort it out for the next time.
It's okay. We
Okay.
understand. This is the cost of technology.
I know.
Go ahead.
So, Ali, do you want to share what you have with us?
Yes,
Yes, please go ahead.
I watched a movie called El Camino. In Spanish, it means the road. The movie talks about the character Jesse from the TV series Breaking Bad. It explains what happened to him after the TV series.
Okay.
He was a drug dealer, and in the movie he decided to leave the drug dealing and start a new life. He escaped his mates and the police and went to Alaska and started a new life.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes, I didn't prepare.
No worries. First of all, well done. Excellent, Ali. I'm happy that you shared this with us. And I will use yours to summarize, to give you the gist of why I gave you this homework and connect it with the previous class. If you remember the previous class, you were describing or telling a story. Okay? And plus, I gave you some activities on how you can describe such events. What I want you to notice is that when you give a story, whether it's a summary of a movie, a summary of an event, or something that happened to you in your day, you should organize it by giving us the characters, who the people are, the main event, the plot, and the conclusion. This is why, for example, I asked you, Ali, is that all? Or what happened? Or you should ask yourself, if I'm telling a story, what do I really need to know if I were the audience? And then I consider my language. So what I noticed the previous class, that you were very cautious about your language more than the events, which why I think you should quite forget about the language and focus more on what you say. Remember, you're here to develop this instinct that you already have. I know it, I want to get it out. So do not worry how to say it, but organize it in a good way. Anyways, thank you very much, Ali. And I will move forward to the next session where we will study something that I prepared for you based on all the requirements that you gave me during the interview. So what we are going to do today is to know, for example, if I received an email from a colleague or from a boss, how should I go about this email? How should I read it? For example, if I want to write a research, I know that Al-Anud is preparing to do her PhD. If she wants to do a PhD, she has to read 100 of papers. If you are sending a summary, for example, a product summary to your customers, what should I include? In order to do this, I would need to be aware of something called skimming and scanning skills. You don't really need to bother yourself about the name. But about how to do it. Usually in any language, across all languages around the world, skimming and scanning are the main two skills that anyone wants to know how to read. You may tell me, but Miss, we know how to read. I know everyone knows how to read, but what if you are given a piece of paper with maybe 25 or maybe 50 lines, and you are given a minute only to read it? How do you read it? This is what you should develop as a language learner. How to read a text without reading every single word. And this is what we are going to do. So when I say skimming, what do I really mean about it? When I say skimming, in a very short term, it's to read fast, reading quickly. Okay, how do we read quickly? Does it mean that we read everything very fast? Well, no. First thing you should remember that you read fast in order to get only the gist, the main idea, the general idea. For example, let me ask you a question. If you read a newspaper, do you read everything in the article? No, not really. If you read, even on your WhatsApp, if someone sends something, do you read everything? Not really. So what do you do usually? You see, what is this all about? You look for the general idea of a text. So
the
basically,
topics.
Sorry, Osama?
First, I check the topics.
Exactly. You know the topics. Now, Osama jumped to how to skim. So basically what I want you to know is that we do not read word by word. We do not read all the examples. We do not read all the numbers or graphs or whatever. We only read, for example, as he said, the topic, the title. Maybe we read the first sentence of the paragraph, whether we have 10 paragraphs, whether we have 5 paragraphs. No worries about the number. What you do, you go first to the title or subtitle, then to the first sentence, then to the first sentence of each paragraph, then the last sentence of each paragraph. So the title, subtitle, the first paragraph, if you do not understand it, you move on to the first sentence and the last sentence of all paragraphs. Then if you need, for example, if you are reading a research, let's say Fatma wants to write a research about in nursing because she is going to specialize in nursing. And she wants to write a research. She will read 10 articles. She doesn't need to read all this. So she would read only the summary. Let's say, for example, Osama has received new products in his company, and he wants to choose the best product. Would he go and read every single line that describes the product? Not
Sure,
really.
no.
No, definitely no. What he is going to do, he will be picking the things that will help him judge, understand what's this for. This is basically called skimming, which means I look holistically from above. You know, when you say, I love the food because of the way it looks. So I look at it and I know what it is. Okay? Do you have any question before I move to how to do this by practice? I'll give you an example. And I will also time you to do this to see how fast you can go about it. Al-Anud and Fatma, are you there? And Ahmed? Because yes. I don't see you on my screen, it just went, okay. So what I want you to do, I'll give you a paragraph and I want you to decide what is the topic of this paragraph. I'll give you only 20 seconds. Remember, you do not read word by word. You read first line, last line, and any basic information. Are you ready?
Miss Isra, the required is only the title, right?
Sorry?
The require only the title.
Yes, yes. I want you to pick the topic of this paragraph.
Yes.
What is this paragraph about? Okay, so here you go. Sorry. Here are 4 titles and a paragraph, and your time starts now. Seven, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, tell me, which topic do you think is the right one? And how did you know?
C.
Why do you think Fatma it's C?
Because there is unhappy. There is a word unhappy and also in paragraph unhappy.
Okay.
I think B.
Okay, why?
Because the paragraph talks in the paragraph they said United Kingdom is in the bottom.
Sorry, Ali, can you repeat?
Because the title, I mean, the paragraph said that United Kingdom is on the bottom.
Okay, let's keep these two options. Ali is saying B and Fatma is saying C. What do you think, the others, about these two options? I'm telling you that one is right from these two, but the reasons are not really convincing. What do you think, everyone? Yes?
في number D, there are many social problems young people face today.
Well, no. I told you it's either, as they said, B or C, but why?
Oh, B or C.
Yes, because they answered that one of them answered it's C and another one answered it's B. Why do you think so?
I think no B.
Okay, why do you think so, Al-Anoun?
Because in paragraph, the report was based on
Okay, let me help you by reminding you what I said about how to skim. If you read the first sentence, what does it tell us?
in recent years.
It's telling us that in recent years, we've been having teenagers and teens who are unhappy in different countries. Yes. Okay, this is one. Then if you go to the last sentence, do you remember what I told you? Read the first and the last one first. This seems to have negative effect on how they feel about themselves. So if you look at it, it's very good answer, Fatma. It's C. It's telling us that the unhappy generation is growing up. It's getting more and more. Now, why D is wrong? Why did I say D is wrong? Because it is telling us, it's talking, the keyword is social problems, where it's not, we do not have anything about it. Why B is wrong? Because it's not only a conclusion about what happened in the UK. This is still the introduction of this essay, by the way, the one I brought. This is how language learners and any language learners think that we know that what we read is right. What you need to do is to know how to get the right information only using the main ideas given to you. It's the same. For example, Ahmed, let's say Ahmed, a staff is coming to you, or not Ahmed, even Osama or Ahmed or anyone. If someone is saying a lot, you would say, okay, what's the gist? The gist, إيش الزبدة? What's the gist? This is what you do when you read. You do not read everything. We do not have time to read 10 pages or 20 pages. Sometimes we have a huge book, but we read only the main points. This is how we do it. We look at paragraphs and see how they represent the main ideas. Okay? Any question about this?
No.
No, clear.
Okay. Now let's say that you know the main idea, okay? But now I want you to look for some specific ideas. When someone is asking you for specific ideas, we're moving to the next part of reading where we scan a text. So basically, scanning is all about reading fast, but this time looking for specific facts. For example,
Specific facts.
yes, I'm not looking for the gist anymore. I know the gist, I know the topic, I know the general idea, but now I'm looking for something specific, something that I need to know about. For example, let me say, for example, you receive an advertisement about a school. And you don't need to know everything about that school. You only need to know, for example, the fees to decide whether this school is good or not, according to your budget. So you will immediately go to that number, the money. Or maybe Osama has interviews and he wants to decide which one is good for his team. Or Ahmed is selecting his staff for the new month. Or maybe Ali has many equations, but one only would represent the right choice. What is supposed to do? He is supposed to scan it. And when I say scan it, what I want you to remember, scan is looking at the things, see, like this, you move over the information looking for specific information. For example, names, numbers, date, phone number, year, okay, a name of a country, a name of a person, okay? So for example, if I give you a full essay about Bahrain history, you do not really need to know everything. You need to know, for example, who ruled this person this year, this country this year. So what you will do, you will open the page and you go, okay, Malik Kaisa, this year, Malik, okay, this is the name of the queen, this is the name of, or let's say, for example, you have the shift schedule. And I'm sure Ahmed does this maybe every week or every month, I don't know. But you will receive the schedule and you go like, okay, I look for my name, Ahmed. Night, evening, whatever, morning. That's it. I do not read everything. We call this scanning. I look at only what I need. I'll give you now a practice. Okay? We will do the same. I'll give you a text and we will analyze it together. We will scan it together now. You are looking for the answer of this question. Now, if you get this question, this is the information that you need to put in your head. What is the keyword here?
Many. Number.
No?
So many European countries.
Thank you very much. European countries. The number, when I say many, how many, this means I'm looking for a number, but number of what? Number of European countries. Okay? So I'll give you the text now. And this time I'll give you 10 seconds only to find the answer.
How many European countries are on the first report?
How many European countries are in the first report? Your time starts now. Remember, scan it. Okay? Has anyone managed to get the answer?
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. Shihab, are you there? You know, when the camera is not here, I keep feeling that no one is following. Okay, so how many countries, how many European countries were there?
Only one.
Any? Is it? Only one?
I know.
Not one only? There is one specific number. Al-Anud, did you manage to catch the number?
No.
No, no.
Okay. Al-Anud, this is exactly why I thought I should include this. In my previous plan, I didn't plan to give you skimming and scanning, but I thought you need this at work, at school, and at home. You really need this.
Yeah.
Look at it again.
Okay.
19.
19, very good, Hassan, Ali. Where is it? Which line is it?
What is the 19?
5. Number 5.
Line number 5, exactly, here it is. In 19
19.
European countries.
Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
I did this on purpose. I didn't write a number. I write a word as a number to challenge you. Because when you go and read, you need how to use your eyes to scan things. Okay, let me, for example, ask you another question. Give me, I'll time you again. Use the text to give me the word that is synonym, similar word of budget.
What is the word?
Budget. A budget. How much you receive. You have to scan quickly. 7, 6.
Similar words.
Yes, a synonym word of the word salary or budget.
Maybe measure.
Sorry?
Income.
Income. Okay, let me use an easier word. But you should know this. When someone asks you, for example, no one asks, it's not good to ask about the income, but when you hear the word income, means how much you receive. The average income. Okay, this is a very good word to know. Okay, give me the synonym, the antonym, the opposite of the word lost.
Found.
Very good. Which line?
Line 6.
Thank you very much. Found. I'll give you one last question for scanning. Okay. And I want you to give me a synonym of the word quantity. Quantity of something.
Measure. Measure.
No. Quantity. This is a good word to know. This is why I chose it. Five, 4, 3, 2. It starts with P. 2.
Proportion.
Yes, proportion. Proportion. This is also a very good word to know. I'm sure you will see it again and over again, especially those who are working. What is the proportion of the products that we are receiving next year? What's the quantity? What's the percentage? Okay, how much of something you're receiving? So if you do not know it, if it's a new word, it's good to take a note of it. Proportion. Okay, do you have any question about this?
No, no.
Okay, if you do not have any question, and I hope not having a question means this is clear, I will send you a link for your assignments to do on your own time. It's self-corrected, so you will do it and you will have your own time to answer it. Skinning and scanning exercise. It's good that it will train your brain to do it as fast as you can. Okay? If you do not have a question, we will move to the public speaking session now. Do you have any question about this point or anything that you need help in?
Need concentrate, more concentrate.
Yes, you need to concentrate. Did you have coffee after work?
No.
Maybe you need to have coffee.
Okay.
I know it's quite late for us in comparison to all of them, I know. But yeah, you need to concentrate on Monday and Wednesday. Any questions, Shihab, Al-Anud? Al-Anud, this is very important skill for you because you're planning to do your PhD. You do not read everything. Shihab,
this is also common important for me also.
Yes, this is what I'm saying.
If I present planning to our company,
exactly.
must be follow
this
the
is
rule.
What
this
I did.
rule
This
must
is
be
what
follow
I told you.
Rule.
This skill is not only for example, Ali or Ahmed. Ali needs it. Yes, you need it. Everyone needs it according to what the task you are doing, whether at work or somewhere else. You need to know how to read by not reading everything. Okay? I'll send you more practices. I'm sure with time you will do better. Even for the IELTS, I don't know if you are aware about the IELTS, but if someone wants to sit for the IELTS test, this is what you do for the test, by the way. You do not read everything. You scan and skim to answer the questions. So if you know how to do it now, it means you will be able to sit for an IELTS test as well. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so we're moving. If you find any question, let's say, for example, you read something and you wanted, as I always tell you, feel free to contact me, either in the group or in a private, okay? Good luck with the public speaking. Yes, Tessa, it's your shot.
You want to send the link for us?
Yes, I will in the group.
Okay, done.
Okay.
We reply when reply? Tomorrow reply or when?
No. It's on your timing.
Good.
Yes.
Ishra, shukran. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Giving beautiful work for the these students. I believe they now know how to read faster and scan. And
yes.
They will immediately, I have no doubt, Ishra, they will put into practice today and tomorrow. Right.
This is great. This is what I know they'll do. Yeah. It's your shot, Tessa, now.
Yeah. Okay. Now, today I'm a happy person. Do you know why? Because 4 members of you last week took extra effort, extra work during the week to tell me a story. Wow. Those people were Ali. Ali spoke about a computer, how his mother helped him to make a computer. Now Ali is a computer expert. And he explained his story about how he made his first computer. And he gave me and everyone very important message. What was the message? Sometimes something happens, we feel bad about it. But later we found that it happened for good because Almighty had planned for it. Beautiful, Ali. And everyone should give a round of applause to Ali. Come on, guys. Appreciate what he did. Now, next, let me take Fatima. Fatima is all about organic, healthy food. And with her charming voice, she talks about the food, and it was about storytelling. She explained it beautifully. I also start thinking about this, the healthy foods. Great, Fatima. Continue to tell me stories, tell us stories. And everyone give a round of applause to Fatima, please. Everyone. She did an amazing job. Next, let me come to Al-Anud. Al-Anud. Al-Anud was like a chairman of tourism board of Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. And she and family traveled to that country, and she explained it beautifully, how certain name of the villages, how she traveled from town A to town B. And that was like a picture, a movie. And that was like a promotion to tourism of that country. She was flawless, good English. She was good public speaker. She showed that how great she is about. And that was a great one, Al-Anud. And give a round of applause to Al-Anud.
Thank you.
She was amazing.
Thank you.
Now let me come to the Steven Spielberg. You know Steven Spielberg, who created this Jurassic Park movie and Titanic movie. You have Steven Spielberg in this class. That was Osama. He made a beautiful story with his camera. He asked someone to film it for him. It was a lot of curiosity. You know the curiosity? I wanted to know what happened next, what happened next, what happened next. Osama, tell me, tell me, tell me. That was me watching the movie video. Brilliantly done. Osama, you did a great job. And give a round of applause to Osama.
Thank you.
Now, two people in this session couldn't do it for various reasons. We understand. Since you had no time to do that, now I want you to tell that story right now. So everyone can hear and I will give the feedback. For that reason, I wish to ask first Ahmad Mansoor to tell me a story, because Mansoor had a story and he had a story, he couldn't video it. Now he couldn't video it, so he is going to tell. Are you now? I am asking Ali, Fatima, Al-Anud, do you want to listen to Ahmad Mansoor's story? Come on, tell me. Yes or no? Osama, do you want to know? Listen to Ahmad Mansoor's story?
Yes.
Yeah, Osama, yeah, right. Fatima, do you want to listen to Ahmad Mansoor's story?
Yes.
Ahmad, everyone wants you to tell that story. Ahmad, at least 3 minutes. If you can tell that story 4 minutes, I will take some notes. I will immediately give you feedback. My son, Shehab, you are next. After the Ahmad, you tell everyone a good story. Anything about, right? So Shehab, get ready. Ahmad, I have the stopwatch. I will time it. You can take 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes, no problem. We are here to listen to you. Right, Ahmad? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Tisa. Thank you, group all, to give me this chance. Sorry to not record it, so I will start now. As you are aware, all of you, there is no limitation for education. I mean, the age will not stop you to start education. For example, Al-Anud now and Osama, maybe they are in higher, I mean, more than 40 years and still learning. This has happened to me in exactly 2009. That time I want to join one of biggest institute in Bahrain to start bachelor BEng. They call it BEng. This is a bachelor of engineer, not BS, bachelor of science. So this certificate I will take it from the institute, but the cooperation will be with one university in UK called Teesside University. So in first day, we are starting to introduce ourselves. We are 20 students in this group. So one by one, we'll start to introduce themselves. One of our group really surprised me. His age was, I mean, when he was starting to introduce himself, his age, if I remember, I think 54. He said, maybe you will not believe why I came to study the bachelor, because next year I will go for early retirement. I think he's planning to 55 to early retire, because the Bahrain rule should be reached either 40 years of work or to reach 60 years of old. So he said, because there is no limitation for the education, even in Bahrain or outside. Really, he encouraged me, because I was the youngest one in this class. All of them was more than 30, 40, but he was the oldest. He said he have three daughters, I mean. One of them hold PhD. The second, she graduated from master. The third one, the youngest, she completed their bachelor degree. I have only the diploma. So at least I want to be on same line with them for their daughters. So he said, and finally, if I will retire, they will say, Baba have a bachelor degree, not less than ours. So this is the maybe one of real story happened with me in 2009. Thank you, Mr. Tisa.
Wow. Wow. Ahmad, everyone please give a round of applause to Ahmad. Ahmad, you spoke 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You are not prepared, but you had this story inside your mind. Let me tell you what I saw. You were, have you seen how river flows? River flows, water goes one after the other, uninterrupted, unstoppable. Your speech was like that. It was easy, words were easily coming out of your mouth. And you were smiling. Ahmad, you were talking to 1, 2, 3, 4, almost like 10 people, close to 10 people. sometimes when people go in front of public to speak, they were so tense, fear, pressure, they forget to smile. They had like faces like tension in the face. But Ahmad, you had no tension. Why do I say so? Because you were smiling. If you are in fear, you can't smile. Do you agree that if you are afraid of something, you can't smile? So you smile mean you are not afraid. You gave your starting point was you said there is no limit for education. Ahmad, you spoke to me and you spoke to everyone. And you immediately connected to this group. Why do I say so? Ahmad, you said the other team members like Al-Lanud and Osama, whom in your opinion you believe over 40, are coming to learn public speaking here, and they are continuing to learn right now. Al-Lanud is doing very high education. And these are the example, when this is the good quality of a good public speaker. Why? What is good quality of good public speaker? Connecting it to audience. How did Ahmad connected it to audience? He gave example of Osama and Al-Lanud. Ahmad, brilliant. And then you said, something happened to me in 2009. Ahmad, when you say about the year, when you say 2009, you know what happened to me? Now you are telling a story. I was thinking where I was in 2009. When you said 2009, I can't stop thinking about 2009 in my life. This is in a storytelling, this is what happens when you tell about specific description. It was January 25th, 2009, Friday. When I say this, Ahmad, you go to January 25th. Osama, you will try to figure out where the January 25th in 2009. Shukri will go back to 2009 January. This is the quality of beautiful storytelling, being specific. You know what, Ahmad? This is beautifully connecting with what Ishra talk about. Descriptive. Remember what Ishra taught you? Showing a picture. Please descriptive, not judgmental, not your opinion, but descriptive. Ahmad, you describe. Then you talk about, they have about 20 students. Fatima, did you created the picture that this classroom with the 20 students? It happens automatically. And you said one guy was 54 years age, and you were the youngest, you were in that, less than 30 category. There was the eldest one, and you gave the reasons. How many daughters that person had? Can someone remember how many daughters?
3.
Ali? 3. See what happens? Ahmad, other members in this room, this classroom, are living in your speech. See what you did to us. You did amazing things because we are living in that, inside that story. Ahmad, let me tell you a couple of things that you could improve. You said, thank you, Tisa, giving this opportunity. I am sorry I couldn't tell the story before. Ahmad, don't thank me. We are thanking you to telling that story, and we are here to listen. So when you are giving a speech or telling a story, don't say, thank you, I am sorry I was late. I'm sorry I couldn't do it last week. I'm sorry, I couldn't upload it to the YouTube. I couldn't upload it to WhatsApp group. I forgot it. Don't do any of those. It doesn't do any good as a public speaker if you go and apologizing. Don't even thank first. Ahmad, just go direct into story. How did you go to the direct into the story? Start with your message. Do it like this. My friend, there is no limit for education. See how powerful that could be. And at the end, you can remind your message. Remember, there is no limit for education. So you started with the message, powerful message. You end the powerful message. And at the end also, you said, thank you very much. Don't thank anyone. We are here to thanking you, telling a beautiful story. Now, everyone in this room, Zoom room, please clap and applaud Ahmad Mansoor giving a brilliant story. Good speech.
Yes, best story, good story. I like
Yeah.
the story from Ahmed.
Yeah.
From everyone. Yes.
Yeah. Ahmad, see, they appreciate your story, right? Now it is time for my son, Shihab.
You give us to push to continue the science of give us the push. Give us push.
I couldn't understand what you were saying.
He gave us push to continue.
Yeah. Yes, Osama, you're absolutely right. It encourage others to encourage others to keep
science.
Yeah. Okay, now Shihab, it's your time to tell a beautiful story. Yeah. Shihab.
Hello. My story with speaking, while I was a child, I was not good speaking, and I can't speak with anyone. With my family, I can't speak, and other friends. I was really conscious. I can't take a step with sure choose. And I was very shy in the class. And
okay.
And I only saying no, always saying no for questions. But then I was watching classes and videos that saying about never say no. Always we have to say yes for all questions. And that was a lot of sentences I read like this. If you're afraid something, go to it and just go on this road. Don't afraid.
Okay.
And all courses that I saw, I said yes to enter. Like my English gym and another courses in development and English and talking and in different times. I never say no. Always I will say yes to go forward. And now I apply this thing and I try to continue with this role to see what's in the end of this.
Okay. Shahab, you spoke almost 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Now, do you remember how many minutes you spoke first time? Not even a 1 minute. Now, today, you spoke 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. A lot of improvements. You had some internet issues. I could hear your voice. But I got the importance, the message. What was the message? And you said how you felt. You were a shy kid. You were a shy boy who doesn't want to come forward for many things. But especially and when your family encourage you to take up the challenge and you gradually start believing in yourself and saying, yes, yes, I can do that. Yes, I am. Of course, I am weak on these areas, but if I keep on improving, I can improve. And then you took the English gym as an example. This is exactly why you are here, because you don't want to you don't want to hide it. You don't want to go back in your life any longer. You want to go forward. And this is why you are trying in school, in the classroom, and especially in English gym to improve yourself. Shihab, you are like my son. First day when I saw you, reminded me him. And you didn't speak. You only said 1 or 2 words. And we advise you to put a lot of light on your face, and we want to hear your voice. Your voice is now improved, right? First thing I noticed is I respect you and I clap you for when you spoke previous 2 weeks, you were not looking at the camera. Why? Because you were shy. When we shy, we don't look at the face. I remember when I see my father was a strong guy. So when I speak to my father, I don't look at his eyes. I was looking at somewhere else. Why? Because I feel shy. I feel sometimes afraid. When we see to someone's eyes, that means we are confident. First week, you were not looking at the camera. You were not looking at the lens. You were looking somewhere else. But now you speak to camera. That is number 1 quality. And you kept on speaking. That means you have ideas. Sometimes it is slow. It is okay, Shahab. Not everyone is speaking like same speed. Do you know sometimes little slow is okay. Little slow is okay because people can understand. Imagine I keep on talking like this, non-stop, one word after the one sentence after the other. You see, you are unable to understand it because I was talking fast. When I speak slow, clearly, it's easy for others to understand. You exactly did the same. I want you to do a couple of things. Next time, Shihab, try to find out the headphone like this. You know, headphone like this, where you have a small mic and connect it to the computer. Why? I want you to improve the audio quality, voice quality. When you improve the voice quality, others can hear you well. When we can hear you well, we could give you the exact good feedback. Shab, can you do it next week for us? For you? Can you improve your voice quality? Can you find a headphone with a mic? Is it possible?
Yes.
Shab? Yeah, okay. Great. Come out with that improvement. Then we can hear you and then we can give you advice to improve. Today you did a great job. Everyone give a round of applause to Shahab. Please. Right. Now, what are we going to do next half an hour is, today we have a important session, speaking event, public speaking activity. What is this public speaking activity? Now you have to listen carefully, understand it. Remember what Ishra said? Ishra said when instruction is given, first important thing is to understand what your teacher or someone is talking and take it into the mind. Today, I want every one of you to come out with the story about your past. What happened to from your childhood up to date? This is about history. You know the best. What happened to you, only you know. Nobody else knows it. You know it better than anyone else. So whatever you say is right. You can't be wrong about your past. You will always write whatever you say is right about your past. So this is about the history, not just history, not just what happened to you previous year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago or when you were in child. You have to tell us a difficult incident, difficult situation you faced, life challenge or painful situation you faced in the past. Remember, it has to be a difficult situation. Let me take an example. Maybe Osama had, in the previous job, he had some bad customer doing a lot of bad things to him. Maybe he had a bad boss and he had a difficult situation. Maybe he had a bad family, let's say brothers, sisters, friends, they had issues with friends. Let's take an Ali. Ali could say, come out with, the difficult situation he faced. Shihab, you are still a student. Maybe you had challenges with your some subjects. It could be mathematics, science, or arts, or Arabic reading, or whatever it is. And the key word, remember what Ishra said? Now I'm connecting to Ishra's training. Keyword is painful, difficult, challenging, sad situation that you faced in the past. It could be last week, last month, or 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. And then, how did you handle it? Now, second keyword is, how did you handle it? Face it. Third one is also important. Who helped you? Was it your friend? Was it your boss? Was it your colleagues? Was it someone outside helped you? Was it your parents? Was it your relatives? Who helped you at that difficult time? Wow. Now remember, there are key words, key phrases, like Ishra said. It has to be past, history. Already happened to you. And it has to be painful, difficult, sad situation. Number 2. Number 3, next, how did you manage it? How did you face it? Next one is, who helped you? Someone would have helped you to come out of that situation. Are we okay? You understand? Come out with, now I am giving you 2 more tips. What are the 2 more tips? When you speak, this is as a public speaker, it's very critical. You make a proper eye contact. Eye contact with the audience, people whom you're speaking. Now, look at me. How do you feel if I keep on talking like this? Now, dear students, my friends in Bahrain, Lebanon, Saudi, and Oman, I am here to explain to you the importance of public speaking. The public speaking is the language of communication, is the language of leadership. Did you feel comfortable? No. Why didn't you feel comfortable? Because you are not connected to me. Why didn't you feel connected to me? Because I was not giving my proper eye contact. How did I give a proper eye contact in Zoom environment, online environment? Looking at the lenses. Remember, your friends are behind the lens. Your friends are behind the lens. So always try to speak to lens. But I know sometimes when you have the laptop, you have problems finding out that small dot because your camera is a small dot, tiny dot. Sometimes we confuse, is it this side, that side, is it this one, that one? I can't, oh, it must be this. Even if you are talking to mobile phones, some sensors are also on top of it. So you are confused what was the lens. Very easy. You just put your thumb, switch on your camera and put your finger and see which one covers the lens. That tiny dot, find out that and mark it. That's your lens. That is where you give the eye contact. Eye contact, without eye contact, you are not connected to the audience. As a public speaker, it's a very important skill. How to make proper eye contact with the audience. In physical speaking, I will later explain to you, you have to keep on random eye contact with different people in the different places of the audience. But online environment, speak to the lens. Second one I want you to do is, you go a little bit, take a step back and make sure your hands are visible. Why? See, my hands are visible. When I keep it, whenever it is not necessary, I can keep it on my legs. I'm just resting it. Whenever needed, I am taking my hands out. Why hands are important for a public speaking? These are called hand gestures. Gestures, Tures, gestures. Although we call it start with G, it pronounce it like J, gestures. What are gestures? Remember, gestures are descriptive. What do you mean by the descriptive? When I say small, I show it like small. When I say far away, I show it like far away. When I say it was close by, I can show it by close by. When I say he was a fat man, I can describe the fat man. When I say it's very heavy, I can describe it showing heavy through my hand. When I say it was 4 o'clock, this is descriptive. Then I say he was number 1. I am descriptive. Look at what happens in public speaking. I say word saying he was number 1 speaker and I show it with this number 1. This is reinforcing my words. We sometimes call augmenting, reinforcing, reconfirming, putting some extra weight on the words and the sentences that I speak. Please come closer. go far. Come at 5 o'clock. I need only one example. Give me 3 chairs. It was on my palm. It's a very powerful hit. See that I'm using my hand. To use the hand and give a meaning to your words, you need to show it. So you need to show it. You have to make sure your lenses, camera in that position so you could do it. Why this is important? Eye contact is important because it will connect you with the audience. If you don't look at the camera, you are disconnected. What happens if you are disconnected? Audience is not with you. What happens if audience is not with you? They will not understand what you are trying to say. They are not interested in what you are trying to say. Why your hand should be visible? Because you could use it to explain the things, describe. It's called description, describing. Describing what you are trying to explain. Very simple. Looking at the lens, use the hand to describe what you are trying to say. Let me summarize what you are expected to do today. Tell me about the past, sad, challenging, difficult situation. How did you manage it? And who helped you to do that? Manage it. Somebody would have helped you to manage that situation, overcome the situation. And used proper eye contacts and use gestures. These are simple things, but will help you to become a great public speaker. Right. Now, who wants to go first today? Who wants to go first? I am looking for volunteers. Okay. Ali already raised the hand. Right. This is what happened. After every speech, I immediately give feedback. Now, I want others to listen very carefully. Now, I am putting Ali. The idea is not talking, making the people to talk. Idea is also by looking at how Ali speaks. Remember, I need full attention on Ali. Everyone should focus on Ali. Because try to study, understand how Ali is telling that story. When I give feedback immediately, you try to understand why Tisa, what Tisa is telling about Ali's speech, what Tisa is telling about the good points, the plus points, what Tisa liked most, and then what are the advice that I give Ali to improve. Because Ali's speech and feedback to Ali is not only for Ali, it is for everyone. Because as a human, we have the ability to learn from what, seeing what others are doing. So Ali's speech is not only for Ali to learn and practice, it is for everyone to practice. When I give the feedback, you all take that inside your brain. So improve. When the other one gives, so use that learning. Are we clear on that? Great. Ali, go ahead. And I'm timing it. Just give me a minute. I'm timing your speech. Right. Ali, everyone is waiting to listen to you. Go ahead.
Okay. 1 minute. Okay. Always choose who you work with. Always choose your friend, because he may take you from the deepest spot to the highest spot. When I was in the primary school, I was always finishing the first kid in my class. But when I went to the middle school, my marks became lower, and I decided to get them better, but I didn't know how. to get them better. But one day I was reading a book, and from the book I learned that when you choose a smart friend, you will be as smart as him or maybe even better. So I decided to change my friends, and I picked a friend who is at the top in my school. After with him, I was very excited to get good marks and to be one in the leaderboard. After the year with him, when the degrees when the degrees came, I was surprised that I finished the first at my school. It was a very happy moment for me, and I was proud of myself. I thanked him, and I finished.
Okay. Wow. Ali, this is Ali, this is more than I expected. Why I do say so? First thing, you immediately pick up the challenge. You immediately pick up the challenge. The challenge is you were the first to go. You were the first to go. And it shows about, did you follow the first rule? It was about the history. Did Ali talk about the history? Yes. Did Ali talk about the difficult situation he faced his life? Yes. Did Ali spoke about how he managed that situation? Yes. Did Ali spoke about who helped him to do that? Of course, yes. Ali, not many people can immediately incorporate the learning that you had few minutes ago into action. You are fast learner and fast practitioner. Let me share with you few things that I do, or that I saw in your speech. You gave a strong message. What are the strong message? What are the message in Ali's speech? You always pick the people whom you are working with. Wow. This is the problem, Ali, for many youngsters. Not only youngsters, many people in the world. You have to pick the people whom you are associated. Ali, there was a saying, I will add that part because it's a life learning. You are the average of the 5 people you frequently associate. Wait a minute, what is that? You are 5 people, you are the average of the 5 people you frequently associate. That means your quality is average of the 5 friends or people whom you are already associated. That means if you want to achieve higher level in the life, you have to achieve higher level of people. Ali, you exactly did that. You immediately put, I was always, when I was in the primary, I was number 1. What did Ali do with this? He used the gestures that we discussed about immediately, show number 1. And he said, my score, my marking came down. Wow. He showed it came down. He used the gestures to express, elaborate, explain, and highlight his words. That was brilliant. And he said, you were talking about the reading the books. One day I was reading a book. And when he said reading a book, he showed this. What was this gesture? By doing this, he showed his, gesture of a book. This is why I said Ali, this was beyond my expectation. I didn't expect anyone to come out with that type of level of competency incorporating into your learning immediately. This was brilliant. This is the young brain of Bahrain that the country's future is rest upon. That is great. And what else that I see? Okay, now I will give you, Ali, a point for improvement. You said, I was happy in your speech. You said someplace I was happy because you had the best score after that last examination. Ali, when you said that like this, look at my face. I had, after my last examination, I had the highest marks. I was happy. Seriously? Were you happy? If you were happy, why you are talking like this, Ali? How could you improve it? Now see this. You know, friends, after the result came, last examination, I was #1 in the class. I was happy. Ali, do you see that I'm happy? Yes. When you're sad, use the sad face. When you're happy, use happy face. This is a bit extra. So you could even more support your language. This was brilliant. And everyone, please give a round of applause to Ali. Doing an amazing job. Now, Ali showed every one of us. And remember, he put, I think you took one step, your chair a little bit behind so you could show his hand. He technically did it, taking the frame correctly, and he was looking at the lenses. Who wants to go next? Who wants to go next? Come on, team members. You all can do this. I'm looking at the screen. Who wants to go first? Just either show me physical hand or show me the digital hand. Let me add one thing. This is the place to make mistakes. Because when you make, even if you make mistake, we will clap. We will hold your hand. You will never fail in this place. It will always win. Who wants to go first? Come on. We have the Al-Anud, Fatima, Osama, who else? Ahmed, Shehab. Come on, team. Okay, Ahmed, Shehab, both. Shehab, son, let go Ahmed first. And then you get ready and learn that as well. And I really am happy, Shehab. You are volunteering. You are amazing, Shehab. But let Ahmed go next. Ahmed, let me set my clock. Remember, eye contact. I'm repeating, hand gestures, incident in the past, challenging, painful, difficult, sad situation. How did you manage? Who helped you to overcome that challenge? This is a simple process, that format that we are using today. Ahmed Mansoor, everyone is waiting to listen to your story. Go ahead.
As you are aware, I am working in Bahrain Petroleum Company. So I will not go in old history, just maybe 2005. When I joined there, usually, as maybe Star Muhammad Shukri, he was in company working in safety department. Usually this kind of company, the biggest company, focusing on the safety. What is the safety? How to improve the safety, and give us the lectures. We attend some session about the safety and how to prevent the accident. So one time in my unit, when I was in the field, I was as area operator field. I get my around outside. I saw one fire started. So to be honest with you, I stuck in this time because this is the first fire happened in front of me. Directly I announce in the radio, so there is a fire. If somebody could like help me, support me to fight the fire at least. The good thing, the all I think was midnight or after midnight. The good thing was all was wake up. So they came, they support me, we extinguished the fire. Everything was, alhamdulillah, under control. We secure everything. And finally, really in this time, I think why Babco, the Bahrain Petroleum Company, focusing exactly why they are focusing on the safety. How would you protect yourself? Because usually they said for us, if you will injure yourself, your family as well will suffer. So we need you to be safe and stay safe. That's all, Mr. Sisa.
Wow. Be safe and stay safe. That was the message. Why? Because if you get injured, not only you, your family suffers. What an important message. It was not only for Babco. Ahmed Mansoor, if we get COVID, not following the regulations, if something happened to you, the family suffers. That was the message that I got it. This was nothing, this is not only to do with the safety, it is about the life, safety of the life, value of the life. Brilliant. Let me tell you how many minutes you took it. You also spoke about close to 3 minutes. Close to 3 minutes. Now, everyone now focus on what Mansoor said. Was it about the past incident, history? Yes. Was it about the challenging situation, his life, difficult situation that he faced? Yes. Did he explain how he managed it? Yes. Did he tell you who helped him to do that? Yes. He did all those. Did he speak to the lenses? Did he make the eye contact? Yes. Did he show his hands? Well, Ahmed, I will talk about that in a little while. Let me first tell what I saw first. The points that you, and when you said in year 2005, I joined Babco in a safety department where Mr. Shukri to work previously. When you say it was like storytelling, right? And then you said it was about the sessions, then the lectures were initially about safety, how to, stay away from the danger. And you couldn't understand initially until one day in the midnight when you saw a fire right in front of you. How did you do that? You took a radio set and announced it. So everyone who was sleeping got up and came for your help. Great. I love that. The way you explain it, I could see people were getting out of the beds, those who were sleeping, and you were shouting like, fire, fire, please help me in Arabic. And everyone got, trying and rushing to support you. Brilliant description of the things that you happen. And then you explain at the end, you see, any speech, Ahmed, the speech was about what happened to you. Now, everyone remember public speaking, when you speak to audience, that story, that speech could be about you, about what happened to you, but it should be for the audience. What is that? That means Ahmad Mansoor was talking what happened to him in his workplace. So it was about Ahmad Mansoor. But that speech was for the audience. For Ishra, for Al-Nud, for Fatima, for Ali, for Osama, for Tissa, for Shukri, Muhammad Ali Shukri. Why do I say so? Now the messages that he passes, connection that he made, the mind that he opens is for us. So it was about Ahmad, but for the Tissa. This is the beauty. That is why he included message. What was the message? Please stay safe. Please take care of yourself. Why it is important? Because if something happened to you, it's same thing happened to your family. Who will take care of your family? There's no son like Shehab. There's no father like Osama. There's no mother like Al-Anud. So it's very important you take care of yourself. If something happened to us, you and me, our family too suffers. Ahmad Mansoor, you did a great service by sharing that type of input. Now, how could you improve this? Ahmad, immediately, I want you to reflect what Ali Hassan did. What Ali Hassan did, he took if I'm not mistaken, he took one step back and made sure that his upper part of the body is visible to camera. Ahmad, correct me if I'm wrong, you are using your mobile phone. Am I right? Or laptop?
Yes, mobile phone.
Mobile phone, so I could see it it's not the portrait mode, it's in this mode. So in that sense, you are limited because you are connected with the headphone. We got headphone. It's not that long wire or long wire. So you can't go too far behind. That is why you are limited. I want you to, you are an engineer, Bachelor of Engineering, and you want, you can find the way to, make this connection longer. Take the camera little in front, take it more front, or you go little behind and make sure you are connected enough, long enough. Make sure your hands are visible because I couldn't see your hand. So that learning of one part of the learning, eye contact is okay. But the hand part was not visible. See what happens if the hand gestures are not visible. What you say, you couldn't confirm it, reconfirm it. Imagine if you say, but it was a small fire, but suddenly became bigger. So you could see, you could create the picture in my mind by showing it was initially a small fire, but suddenly it got bigger. You could have described it using your hand gestures. So you couldn't do it because you were in a limited frame. So I want you to find the reason or technical way to make it bigger. Few more important things. Others, please take the attention. You said, as you are aware, I'm working for Bahrain Babco. If we are aware, we are working for Bahrain Babco, don't say that. You say, it was 2005, my workplace, Bahrain or Babco. Because you assume that we are aware of where you work. Of course, yes, I know where you work and what you do. You are a safety person. Take that sentence away. It was 2005. I was new to my job at Babco. See what happens? You take us in the storytelling model. It was 2005 December, when I was small, when I was 4 years old. 31st December 2020, last day of last year. See that when you specifically take us it's very powerful storytelling, public speaking, rather than saying as you are aware. If we are aware, don't say it. If you assume, don't say it, just get into the story. Then I saw one fire start. I believe one fire, I saw a fire started. That one word is redundant, not necessary. As I was inspecting, walking, I suddenly saw a fire. First time in my life, I saw a fire. I did not know what to do. You know what I did? I took the radio and said, fire, fire. It was midnight. Everyone got up and ran towards helping me. See that? You create that situation at that moment. We will be like, what happened next? Tell me. That's the mode you should, that's the situation that you should create in the minds of the audience. We did 2 speeches today, and we have Osama to go, Fatima, Al-Lanud, and Shehab, 4 more. What I want all those 4 people to do is, now, Shehab, Al-Lanud, Fatima, and Osama, use this format. What was the format? Write it down. It has to be something happened in the past. It has to be a challenging, painful, difficult, sad situation. And tell us how you manage it, and tell who helped you. And make sure you make the proper eye contacts with the lenses, and your hand gestures should be visible. Simple. I will put this instruction in the WhatsApp group today itself. Now, Ahmad and Ali, you finished this assignment. You are free to, still you have to upload a story. But I am giving you a bonus coming first. You can find any story because you did your assignment for the day today. Any story, still you have to upload. You can't, okay, relax. Right. I'm singing because I did it. I am free this week. No, no singing. Still, I need a story, record it and upload it, but you are free to come up with any story. But if you could, of course, use the same technique, remember, from here onwards, everyone, every speech, you have to make the eye contact. You have to have had the proper hand gestures. Are we clear on the assignment? Anyway, I will put this on the WhatsApp group. Ahmad and Ali still has to upload a video, at least 3 minutes. More than that is better. But you are free to select your choices. I want all of you, Ahmad, Shehab, Al-Lanud, Fatima, Osama, Ali, you all did great, and give yourself a round of applause. Everyone deserves a round of applause. And I'm giving this back to Mr. Mohammed Ali Shukri. Back to you, sir. Is Ali Shukri is there?
I'm not sure if he's around because he said he won't be available.
Okay, right. Ishraya, do you have to remind something? Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think you can close it up from here.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. Well done, everyone. Good night.
Well done.
It's midnight past in Colombo time.
Okay. See you, inshallah, next session.
See you, inshallah. And let's see. Yeah.
Good night, all.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody. Good night, everyone.